Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. This is going to be, I guess, more of a negative video because this is going to be a disappointing products video or products I regret buying. A couple of these products were sent to me and then most of them I did purchase though, so you'll just hear my thoughts on them and why I think they're disappointing. Just throwing a disclaimer out there, I don't think any of these brands are bad. Some brands just put out not amazing products sometimes, and that's okay because no brand is perfect, but I just thought I would share with you my thoughts on these products that I'm not too in love with. And some of these products I will be decluttering. Some of them I will just use them up and move on with my life, and I'll let you know that while I'm talking about the product. The first one I have here is my Covergirl Supersizer mascara, and this is not waterproof. This is just their standard, like, very black color, and this is what the wand looks like. It is a rubber bristle wand, and I actually used this mascara like probably 3 years ago when I was in college, and I thought I liked it a lot back then, but now when I use it I feel like it doesn't really give me much length or volume. It does make my lashes pretty clumpy, and then it flakes really bad. It flaked on me like the first day I wore it, so I think I'm just gonna stick to my Catrice mascara that I love. I might try out other mascaras, but this one's just not that good and I'm pretty disappointed with it. This one I'll just use it up because mascara I can just mix with other ones to make it look better, which is what I did today. I'm wearing the Catrice False Lashes waterproof mascara and then I mixed it with this one, but I just don't love this one. So this is a product I will actually be throwing away. So it's technically a declutter, but it's not a declutter I will be passing on to someone. This is the e.l.f. liquid liner, and I actually used to use this a ton in high school. I've probably gone through like 10 of these before. It's okay. It's $2, so it's really not a big loss for me that I don't love this, but this is what the wand looks like. So it is a brush tip, which is what I typically prefer. And that is what the wand looks like. It's very thin, but this formula is just so thin and I have to go over it so many times, and throughout the day I feel like it just fades. It's not the darkest black, and that's okay considering the price of it, but I just wish it would last a little bit better because I feel like liquid liner is something that like should last, and this one just doesn't. So I tried to actually put this in my Project 10 pan, and I had this in for a few months, but this month I just decided to declutter it because I was so over it. I was really sick of my eyeliner fading throughout the day and looking like gray, so this is going to be going into the trash. Next, I will also be tossing this because I don't know anyone who would like this, even though it is somewhat new within the last couple months. This is the NYX Professional Makeup, and this is their white eyeshadow base, and this is what the packaging looks like. And this looks like it would be like a white cream shadow, or like a white eyeshadow primer, so that is what it looks like. And I'm gonna give you a little swatch of it. It's just not super opaque considering it's supposed to be a base. It looks more opaque on my hand right now. But when I put this on my eyes, it made my eyeshadow crease like almost immediately, and my eyeshadow looks so gross at the end of the day, and I just don't like this. I don't know anyone who would like it. If you do know how to make this work, let me know, but I'm still not going to keep this. I would just like to know like how you actually make it work, but I just don't like this. This is going to go into the trash as well. Next, I have two products that were sent to me from Sleek Makeup and Influencer. So this first one is the Sleek Loose Pigment, and this is in the shade Euphoric. There's a little bit of a glare, but this is like a pinky red duochrome pigment, and it's supposed to go on your eyes, but I guess you can use it wherever. This packaging is just not effective. I feel like it's like too small to really get your brush in this little area right here. It does have like a flip top, but it just doesn't really work for the packaging. I really couldn't get my brush in there too well, so let me see if I can actually get a swatch of it with my finger, but this color is very pretty. And I just can't really get anything on my finger or my brush, so it ends up looking super sheer like this. I just think this packaging does not help the product, and I just don't think the product's very opaque in general either. And you'd think for a pigment that it would actually be pigmented, but unfortunately this one is not. I'm gonna see if a friend wants this, but if not, we'll see what I do with it, but I'm not keeping it. Next, I have this Sleek Lifeproof 12-Hour Wear Metallic Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Up to No Good. This is a pencil eyeliner, and it is in like a silver color, which I thought would be really fun, and it is really creamy, and it is pigmented. So let me give you a little swatch right here. So that is the silver liner from Sleek. And it looks like it's more of a white-based silver, but it is really pretty. I think this would work really well as like an eyeshadow base, but as for like a liner in your waterline, it does not even show up at all. And I've noticed this with a lot of shimmery liners. If it's more of a matte color, then I think they show up a bit better, but with shimmery eyeliners, I think it's really hard for them to show up in the waterline. I'm going to see if a friend wants this. I only used it once. I'm going to sharpen it to make sure it's a little bit more sanitary, but I am not going to keep it. This is going to be a declutter. Finally, I have two concealers. This first one is the Becca Aqualuminous concealer, and this is in the shade Fair, and this is what the packaging looks like. So I did find this one at Marshall's for I think about $8, so I'm not sure if these are being discontinued or not, but this Fair shade is really not fair at all in my opinion. It is pretty orangey as well, and I feel like that color in the tube does not match the color that goes onto your face. So that is a swatch of the Fair color, and it actually is looking a little bit better on camera than in real life, but it's like a mustardy orange shade, and I have just been mixing it in with my foundation to try to use it up, and I'm going to try to just use it up that way. But even if the color did match me, this concealer doesn't have much coverage, and I know it's supposed to be a sheerer concealer, but I just think for a high-end concealer, it could be a little bit more coverage. I think it could just have like a more natural finish, but this just does not look amazing on my skin. It's just not the right color for me, and I don't think it shows up the right color in the tube. I'm going to continue to use this up, but I would not purchase it. And then the final product and concealer that I have is this Colourpop No Filter concealer in the shade White. And you're probably like, Courtney, you like the No Filter Colourpop concealer, but I do. I just have this white one right here because I was thinking about using it as an eye base since that NYX one didn't work out. And I know a lot of people on YouTube use the Colourpop No Filter concealer as a base. So it looks like this. It's just a standard white concealer, and it just does not work well for me as an eye base, and that's the only reason I'm throwing it into this disappointing products video, because I just know a lot of people use this concealer as an eye primer, and the white is supposed to make your eyeshadows pop, but this one just does not work as an eye primer for me or an eye base. It doesn't do anything for my eyeshadows in general, but as a concealer is a really nice product, and I do actually recommend the Colourpop No Filter concealer, and I think this would be a good product for makeup artists because they can add a little bit more coverage into something and also lighten it at the same time. I'm going to keep this one. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep it in my collection, or maybe I'll pass it on to a friend. I'm not entirely sure, but I do like this concealer, just not for an eye base. So those were some disappointing products that I have come across within the last like 6 months or so of the year, and I typically don't do these videos because when I find a product I don't like, I either return it or I'll give it to a friend, and I thought I would just collect these and do a video. And like I said, some of these will be decluttered, some of them I will be tossing out, but I let you know in the video which ones. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I do have a horse channel if you want to check that out. It is called C&K Equestrian. I will have it linked down below. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next one. Talk to you later.